And stream. Hey, Lloyd. Hey, Lloyd.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull the plug. It's buffering. I'm down to a minute in the countdown, and the stream is still showing 4 minutes. There's.
Hold on, because I'm showing it as I'm showing us live right now.
Well, it looks like we're live. Don't get excited. It's actually looking pretty good as I monitor it, but on the dashboard, it's buffering. Isn't that something?
Everybody's saying it's live. Yeah.
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
You had that problem the other night, remember?
Yep, I sure did.
Yeah. Don't.
Well, what's it rolling at? 360?
360, yeah.
Why me, Lord? Why me?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah, it's at 360. Well, it's all right, Mel. We'll make do with what we got, you know? You'll be back home and you'll be set up eventually and
yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it is
what it is. That's exactly right. So have you got any interesting things going on in your world?
Well, for those of you that didn't see my little shout out today, I went up to, as most of you know, I bought a new desktop system. Judy and I wanted one. It's what we got for Christmas. They said, turn your mic down, Mel. That's from Brian. Ignore him. Hey, Brian, just giving you a hard time. Yeah, they said you're much louder than me, so that's all right.
Well,
anyways.
Yeah, I got the mic probably too close to me or something. I'll bend it away.
Yeah. But anyways, I went up there to get a new keyboard. I wanted one of them fancy, colorful, like you've got, And while I was there, I walked in, and the guy with the beard that you've met, Mel. He says, I got something I got to show you. And of course, he had something to show me. And he says, we've got them in the shelf. They're on the display, but they're not for sale. And that was the Osmo Pocket. And I sent you the link. I don't know if you'll be able to play it or not. But if you can't, the link is in my on my website, and I'll so that anybody who wants to go watch it, it's just a short, I don't know, 28-second video. I think there's 2 parts to it, and if nothing else, I'll have them as part of tomorrow's video on my site. But yeah, they have them in there. The manager, he had called the manager to let them open up so they get the key to open up the case so he could show it to me. I said, I just want a picture of it and to hold it. And I mean, because I know the beta testers, they've all got it, and they've held it in their sweet little hands. But me, I haven't, I didn't get to see one because they didn't have any. So that was what happened, and they pulled it out. The manager said to that it wasn't available for sale, and
yeah, they're not letting anybody sell it yet, are they?
Yeah, no, they're not letting anybody sell it. Matter of fact, she made sure it was so much. She wanted to make sure I didn't get away with it. Steve Carpenter recommended I just pocket the pocket, but they were keeping a very close eye on that thing. And to the point that as he was escorting me out with my new keyboard and stuff, he was talking to her in his earphone saying, no, he can show the video because it's been announced already, but he's not going to be able to buy it today. He understands that. Because
right.
First thing, I told her, I said, I'm a YouTuber, and showed her my hat, and,
right.
And she says, oh, the grumpy vlogger. Says she knew who I was from she thought I was there to buy another drone because she sold me 2 already. And it's like, or 3, I can't remember now. And I said, no, I just want to see that Pocket Osmo. And I got to hold it. They said it's $349, but they do have them in the display case at Best Buy in Muskogee, Oklahoma. So if they got them here, they got them everywhere.
That's right. They're nationwide. My store is waiting on our second shipment, and I'll have one as soon as they get them in. I've decided to go with that instead of the Osmo handle and the extra $100 adapter for the X5 camera.
Right.
When I'll be able to do everything that I need to do handheld wise, as long as yeah, guys, the sound, you're going to have to I'm just reading some of the comments. Yeah, well, the only one complaining is Jim Hightower or Jim Wallace. Let me turn my sound down a little bit.
There you go. That's a little better. And,
is that better?
Yeah, it says mine's that's better. Yeah, that's a little better. But we're just having
Peter, about 3 days ago, I was the one that announced that the app is not yet available for the Osmo Pocket. Everyone that's using it right now is using a developer app, a beta app, and if I really push, I can get that app, but I'm not going to make waves. I'm just going to wait until the app comes out, but I'll have my camera before then. So I decided to go that way because through my store at my cost, I won't pay $350 for it.
Yeah,
what can I say?
Some people are special. Some people are special.
No, we just think we are. Well, as you know, I've been at SPINUP, and I've been on the road for the last 3 days leaving SPINUP, and I'm still not home yet. But that's okay. My traveling compadre that left the house with me to go to SPINUP, he's still not home yet either. But he's in his pickup truck, and he is rocketing east on I-40 in Tennessee as we speak. He's in the chat, Brian. So he's headed that way. But yesterday morning, I want to just show you a little clip of the place where I woke up yesterday morning, everybody. I want you to just have a quick look at this. I'm just going to show a little sneak preview of it here. That's where I woke up yesterday morning. I know, it's a rough life. Somebody's got to live it, though, right? And I cut Lloyd's audio off. I'm sorry, brother. Let me get you turned back on. There you are.
That's all right.
Now
There we
they
go.
can hear you.
Now, where was this at, Mel?
This was in Corsicana, Texas.
Corsicana, Texas.
Some hodunk campground by a lake in Corsicana, Texas. Yep.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome.
And if you stop, I'm going to pause
look
it
at that sunrise.
just for a second. Right there. Right there is where my pickup and the mobile command center is parked. You'll be able to see it.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see it right there.
Right between, right behind those two phone poles.
Yep. And
yep, I see it.
I think I fly in down there toward it.
Let me check this chat while we're doing all this. Oh, we got Oz by Drone in the house.
Hello,
Chris
Greg.
Hope. Now show a clip where
now you get a little
Brian
better.
says show a clip where he woke up 2 days ago.
A little better image of where the pickup was parked with the command center behind it there. Oh, I'm putting my mouse on the damn screen like y'all can see that. What
the? It doesn't work that way, Mel, but
oh,
but
Lord.
I can see it. I'll point to it too. See right there. See, I'm pointing at it.
Did you point it out for everybody, Lloyd?
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's not going to work. Yeah. Sorry, guys. You know, technology only goes so far.
Oh my goodness.
They haven't invented smell-o-vision either. I'm waiting for smell-o-vision. So when Jim's a good smell cookie, you know, instead of just watch it drool over. You know?
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh my goodness. Oh well.
Guys, if you're wondering, Mel's been beating his head against the wall for about an hour now or more.
Yeah.
We started this circus at 6 o'clock, guys, or shortly after, and it's just it's
been brutal.
Yeah. Well, Mel forgets each week how he set up his settings. So
no, I changed everything again this week, Lloyd.
Well, when you
I'm
get it
trying
working,
to add extra headsets and microphones and
Yeah. I'm going to be doing some research. Yeah, well, I'm going to be doing some research to figure out how to add in extra headsets because I'm having to transfer all of my stuff off of my laptop onto the desktop now. If you guys might notice, I have a little bit different background there. Let's see. Yeah, and because I'm actually, see, there we go. A little bit different background because that's actually my living room behind me instead of the let's see if I can do this without losing my camera. Anyways, instead of looking out that I usually have a piece of white board up behind me. This is the quickest I could do because I just set this whole system up. I got the tower in yesterday, the keyboard and stuff today, and I just got this all started last night. So I kind of threw everything together too. So there we go.
Yeah, I know. We had
it's a rough
fun. I'm looking for another clip here real quick. This is I don't know if he's in yet, if he's in the stream yet, but let's see, that's clip number 107. Let me go to clip number 107. And how do I get to it? I got to go here and then here. Good Lord, have mercy on my soul, please, Lord. Because I really want to do bad things and say bad things and all that kind of stuff. Right here, here's a clip of Brian from Sky Stories video riding Kelly Shore's electric skateboard. So I know it's real easy to just put the drone on active track, but it's much more fun to just try to fly it yourself in active track and fly through trees and everything else. So now that I don't know if that's Brian or if that's Sean Oz. I can't. No, that might be Sean Oz right there. Sorry guys. Yeah, that was Sean Oz. That's Sean Oz was tearing it up on that electric skateboard, I tell you what. But here we are. Here's the table we were all sitting at and everything. And then I get turned around in time to see Sean come back and somebody else take off with it. That gal there on the left, Jenna, she had a good time out there with us. She was at SPINUP with us. She's from upstate New York. There's Kelly Shores and Billy Kyle and Sean Oz over there talking. And this gal here, she jumps on this thing and she takes off and rides it. I'm going to let this clip play for a minute just so that everybody can see it. I'm going to go look at chat. Oh, hey, there's Jeff Sills. Thanks for coming in, Jeff. I appreciate it. Zeb Meat, Tim Rand, everybody. Roger, Canadian Drone Hub. Howdy, buddy. Oh, and there's Mark Rogers chiming in too. Imagine that. I'm gonna speed this clip up here just a little bit so that we can actually get to see her ride the thing. There's Kelly getting her started on it, and she just takes off and goes with it. She'd never ridden one before. I don't think she was much for riding a skateboard, but she did a pretty good job with it, I'll tell you that. It was kind of interesting. Zeb, that's me doing the flying, and yes, I was flying the Zoom. There's my little brother, Backwoods Droner, my brother and dad tuning in. T-Bird, welcome. Man, I'm surprised we got any kind of stream going with no more internet than I got right here. I don't know if somebody moved their van or something. Maybe. Now, I'm going to speed this up again because I want to get back to, here we go. What am I looking at? What am I doing? There, I found her. I did a side track flying sideways and had her tuned in on it. Hope y'all are enjoying these videos from day 2 of SPINUP, second day. We met out at the lake out there at Old Settlers Park, and thanks, Zeb, for my first time ever doing it, you know. Kelly Paulson, welcome. Now, if I don't run out of video, I think we're going to see something kind of fun here. It might be on the next clip, because this clip is starting to get short. Let me see. I think that's Billy Kyle. I'm not sure. Oh no, that's Jenna right there again. Okay, so that's clip number. What clip number is that? 18. All right, y'all. I'm gonna load clip number 18 up here and show you something kind of cool. That nobody got hurt. It was all good, but it was a little scary there for a minute. What did I say? It was clip number 18, I think. Okay. Load that up. And I'll bet I got Lloyd's mic off again. Dadgummit. I'm sorry, Lloyd. Your turn back on again now.
Well, that's probably good because I've been sitting here insulting Gary's skateboarding. Everyday Dad is in here, and I've been insulting his skateboarding expertise because I heard he fell and had a he fell down and went boom, and I was wondering if this was the same skateboard he fell off of.
No, that wasn't even on this one. That was
Oh, what?
on Sean Oz's one wheel thing, whatever.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Well, see, that's why he didn't.
Yeah, this one here that I'm fixing to merge in now and play. This is that gal Jenna, and she took off through the
It was on.
grass, and it didn't work out quite so well for her. Yeah, she kind of fell down and went boom there for a minute.
Yeah, and Gary just informed us it was Chris Rollins's one wheel that he fell off.
Oh, was it Chris Rollins? Is Gary in the
Yeah,
show?
yeah, yeah. He's in the show. That's why I was mouthing off about him falling off. You know.
Oh.
And fortunately, you had me muted, so he didn't get to hear me give him a hard time about not being able to. The good ride, but he couldn't. I was, but you had me muted, so it's probably a good thing. But sorry, Gary.
Hey, Gary, cheers, buddy.
First off, you wouldn't catch me on one of those. No.
No, they looked at me, and I just started backing away slowly.
Yeah. If they put, and that's what I was telling you when my mic was muted, if they put a seat on it and handlebars to hold on to, I might try that, but that would be it.
Yep. Well, let me show you what else we got going on. We got a big star with us tonight, right here in the 400 AGL Mobile Command Center. But I couldn't make his microphone work. Try as I might. But everybody say hello to the one and only world famous Tater.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
I might can turn that mic up a little bit, but God, it's going to get noisy. I'm afraid to almost. Where is it at? Right there. If I turn it up just a little bit.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? How are you?
No, that's not the right mic.
I need to get me one of those skateboards.
That's the only one I got. Oh, take it off mute, maybe.
Yeah, mute was...
There. You guys are going to hear double.
Sorry about that, y'all. We're doing everything we can to bring it to you.
Yeah, that's all I can do, guys. That's at least I got audio from him. It's not the greatest, but it is what it is.
We'll make it work.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, Grumpy. There you go.
Yeah, I am.
Well, I bet Miss Judy wishes she had that mute button.
All the time. I said you were muted, Mel. I'm not hearing your headsets now.
Well, no, I got mine muted because I'm coming over the other
okay.
Yeah,
all
he's
right.
on this webcam.
That works then. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, I just didn't want to do too much of a echo, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and you're right, Mark. Judy does wish she had a mute button for me. Most of the time.
She does have a mute button for you, Lloyd. I've heard her use it.
Yeah. And and Mel, you know how I have my studio set up normally, right?
Right.
And you know that at the end of the table where Judy sat is where I now have the desktop, so it's pointing back to my living room here. Well, remember the problem we had.
What happens when you do that?
I know. And she comes walking out here, and she stopped in the doorway next to the bedroom. She says, "Uh-oh, camera's on, right?" And I said, "Yes." So that's.
So
yeah.
At least now she's aware.
Yeah, she says, and it wasn't just her back this time.
Well,
That's an inside story, guys, but it's
tell her if she has to, she can get that mute button out.
he's, Mel says if you have to, you can get the mute button out now and hit me with it.
Yeah, that baseball bat standing in the corner.
That baseball in the corner, yeah, exactly.
I saw the mute button. All right, hey, I'm gonna let you and Mark visit for a minute, but I'll be listening in, okay?
Okay, all right.
Okay, you guys got it.
Okay, I can't
We
hear
got
what
it.
he's saying.
You can't hear a thing I'm saying.
Oh, here we go. Hey.
All right.
Hey, how's it going,
There
everybody?
we go.
Okay,
Now he can hear me.
Pull that microphone down on the side of that.
Pull your microphone down. The other side.
Hey,
the other
how about
side.
now?
There you go.
All right. Now we sound like
Can
we're
you hear me?
professionals. Yeah, I can hear you. Got you 5x5, Lloyd.
All right, good.
All right.
So, Mark, what do you think of the 400 AGL Mobile Command Center there?
Man, y'all got to check this unit out. I want to take it home with me. I really do. And he told me that maybe after today he'll sell it to me. The only problem is I gotta ask the wife. You know how that goes. And
Just tell her you're doing it.
I'm not gonna do that.
No.
My father-in-law used to tell me that, and it got me in trouble too often. He used to say to ask for forgiveness, better to ask permission or forgiveness than permission. And it works with his wife, which is my wife's mother, but it don't work with my wife. She don't play that game. But yeah, I do. This is a really cool unit, y'all. It's set up great. He's got some amazing computers. And I'm in IT, and I would love to have any one of these rigs he's got. It is fantastic. So he's definitely going all out to bring you guys a good show. So I hope everybody out there enjoys it, because it's amazing how all the stuff behind the scenes works. It looks like a TV station or a NASA control center in here. It's amazing. And I'm trying to pick up as much as I can off of it to get me a little stream going one day, but it's definitely going to be a lot to live up to. I think we got you muted again, didn't we, Lloyd? Did the mute button get him again? There we go. Again? Yeah, man, we keep hitting you now. I got you.
All right. Anyway, yeah, we're going to...
I can't hear you again. Hey, there he is.
Huh, I wonder what keeps happening.
I'm not sure. I was going to show y'all something here. I brought for Mr. Mel. Since he's got all these cool new computers, he needs a nice mouse mat to go on there.
That is awesome.
Yeah, little something from Drone in the USA.
Awesome. That is cool.
So it just rolls up.
Yeah.
So I'll be giving another one of these away on my channel. So stay tuned for that.
Excellent.
That's cool. Thank you, brother.
Hey, no problem, man.
Yeah, buddy.
He could use it too. That's got the no slip.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is very nice of you to do and I know Mel appreciates it. So, let's see. We got
he'll use it for sure. Hey, there's Jim. Help at home. How you doing, man? I've been watching your videos. I've been trying to watch everybody's videos as much as I can, but I've been working a lot lately. I've been audited a couple times, so.
I'm gonna nail it up on that wall right there.
All right, man.
Yeah.
A little patrioticness going on here. Get a little Old Glory going in here. Yeah, it's probably one of the world's largest mouse mats, Jim. They actually make one they make two sizes bigger than that one. And I didn't realize it was going to be that big until I got it home. And when I ordered them, they were way bigger than I thought they would be. So
actually, that's the kind I need where I'm sitting, because, well, like you guys heard with my microphone, I've actually got it. Because Mel was talking about my mic clanking around so much.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I raised it up. The foam that came on my keyboard, the
Oh
thick
yeah,
foam that
yeah.
yeah, I just stuck it. You know, it went on each end of the keyboard that was packed in. It's that
Right.
big, thick, heavy rubber foam, uh, and I just stuck it under the mic, and so that's why you're not hearing the stuff. Hearing my elbows hit the table quite so much.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna send you one of these mouse mats as well if you got room for it.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. You don't need to
Hey,
do that, but I'd appreciate it.
hey, no problem at all, man. I'm just glad that look, it couldn't find. I don't have anything yet with my branding on it, but that's in process right now, and hopefully we'll be able to get some cool items going on. I'm just getting going, so
Yeah, Jim said to keep the keyboard from slipping too. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
yeah, we got 4 headsets in here, and guys, these are nice headsets. They're Corsair, really nice headsets, and we can't get any of them to work except for one. So we could say it's the Mutt and Jeff show.
Yeah, it was. I used to. I had a back in the days when my wife and I used to game all the time. Uh, we had a gaming guild or group or whatever you want to call it. We called it the Charlie Foxtrot Clan.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I actually own the registered name of CFC or Charlie Foxtrot Clan, and
Oh,
I'm at, I'm actually thinking of going back. Oh, there's Mel back in the picture. I'm actually thinking of going back to have the Charlie Foxtrot Clan carry some of the stuff that I do behind the scenes, like when we're setting this stuff up, because every time me and Mel and I go to do something, it's a Charlie Foxtrot. And for those of you that weren't in the military or that are younger and don't understand it, look up Charlie Foxtrot. It's the
yeah,
phonetic alphabet from the military, but it has a very special meaning for those of us, especially in the Air Force.
yeah. It kind of goes along with FUBAR. That's
Yes,
another
yes.
acronym that you could look up. Yeah.
Yeah, Fubar and Charlie Foxtrot. Those are two things that if you know what they are, well, I don't have to explain it to you.
Oh man,
Or
I don't remember many days where we didn't say that. Something would go wrong. You'd get all the way out to your bird. There was about a mile and a half out there, it seems like, on the flight line. And then you'd
yeah,
forget something. You'd have to go all the way back. You couldn't ride a bike unless you were a QA inspector. And so you had to walk your butt all the way back across the flight line and pick up whatever it was that you didn't take with you the first time, which I looked like I was pulling the whole damn parade whenever I got everything. If I even thought I needed it, I would, because I wasn't about to make that trip 2 or 3 times.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, we did everything out of a truck, so I didn't have to worry about it quite so much.
Well, we
But
could.
I had to.
Did you guys have those big box trucks with like the van part on the front and the big giant box on the back?
No, when I was in, we had just the. I don't know. They were 19, probably about 1968 or 69 Chevy pickup trucks,
Oh, okay.
and then a good old fashioned bread truck. These big blue bread trucks,
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
kind of what we had. It looked like a U-Haul truck, kind of.
Yeah, these look like old fashioned Wonder Bread trucks back in the 70s, except they were painted blue.
I
So
heard that.
the
That's
Air
what we
Force,
had.
the Air Force is not very inventive or artistic. I mean, their uniform looks like a Greyhound bus driver. Their
Exactly.
their trucks look like Wonder bread trucks with just a flat green. It's just not green but blue.
Yeah,
And
they don't spend much on
uh,
decorating unless it comes to
no,
airplanes.
they don't. Yeah, yeah. Well, when
I
I
was
was in, they didn't even have them camouflaged. I mean, the A-10s were just a flat gray.
well, I was going to
And
tell
the
you,
A-set.
at Nellis, where I was at, when I was in the 64th Aggressors, we were the very first F-16 aggressor unit, and the aggressor guys are the people that play the part of the Russians whenever you're fighting. And so
Yeah,
our pilots would fly Russian tactics, and they had 2 paint schemes. They had the green and black Flogger paint scheme, and then they had the white and light blue MiG scheme. So different planes would
right.
play different roles. And
Yeah,
we had our logo was a red star, like the communist star, but it had a crosshairs trained on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
And before they
yeah.
got us, they had F5s. So I'm sure you've seen F5s before. But
Oh, I was just fixing to say when I was doing Operation Red Flag out at Nellis, they were flying the F5s.
yeah,
Yeah.
we took over this. I was in the same squadron, except they switched us to 16. So
Okay, I remember when they first brought the 16s in,
yeah,
and
that's a
I
bad
mean when
bird.
yeah, yeah, and they were just starting to. The A10 was just that during the late 70s, right in the early 80s, but late 70s brought in the
Good man.
F-16, the F-15, the F-14 for the Navy, and the A10s. They brought them all in at the same time.
Oh my God, I bet it was fun to
You
watch
know,
all that. Well, I
oh,
actually
it
rode
was.
in a. I had 3 incentive rides in the F-16, and
Uh-huh.
the first time, the second and third time, I learned not to eat breakfast. And after that, I was good to go. That second and third flight was a whole lot more enjoyable. And the first thing they did was take off and fly real slow, and then he hit the afterburners, and we went over the runway. And as soon as we got to the end, he kicked the tail down, and we went straight up. Man, I didn't know which direction was which, and I was sucking on that oxygen too.
Oh,
Because he's like,
yeah.
it'll help with the nausea a little bit, and I'm like, man, I don't know if this is helping with the nausea. And he told me if I threw up in the plane, I'd have to clean it up. And I wasn't about to clean that up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Uh, did you ever get to fly in the C5s?
I flew in C-141, which was
Right.
on a refueling mission. I actually got to sit in the chair and fly the boom around a little bit, and that was
Oh,
all
cool.
right. They actually fly the beam, the refueling boom down onto the aircraft that they were refueling, and also got to ride in a 131 whenever we went over to Desert Storm. That's what we rode on, and that was a hell of a ride, man.
Oh my God, you flew that piece of junk all the way over
I
there?
did. I heard "whoom" in my head for about 3 days after we got there because it just rattles your whole body. You can't turn
Yeah,
your Walkman up enough to get the sound out of there, the humming out. So,
yeah,
and we were sitting
yeah,
in them net
yeah.
seats.
Yes, those are the most
God,
uncomfortable. Oh, I hated those things.
I
Yeah,
thought,
yeah.
and we didn't know where we were going either. They didn't tell us till after we got there, and then I'm thinking, what the heck, man? We were flying for a long time, and I thought I'm gonna have straps across my butt embedded in there for weeks, man. It's like riding a motorcycle for a long time. How your butt feels like a $2 bill. Man,
Yeah,
it was rough. So I wondered who I pissed off at that point, because I was thinking I made somebody
right.
mad to get on this gig because I don't want to be here. So, but
Yeah, I can't
anyway, it was.
believe they took you over in C-130s because I mean we at least got to fly the 141s on a long mission, you know,
I guess we drew
and
the short straw, man.
they must needed some extra C-130s and they weren't going to fly them empty. So whoever got the bottom of the list, you were it.
I must have been on the bottom, or either
Yeah,
I made somebody mad somewhere, and along with 25 other people.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
it was definitely an experience though.
I love the C5s. They right after a couple of times, and then they quit taking extra passengers. But because they had a couple crash and they didn't want non-flight personnel, total actual
Yeah.
flight crew. But I was a load master on there for the weapon systems
Okay. Yeah,
and
you had
all
to
of that.
fly with the aircraft.
Well, yeah, I had to fly where I had to fly with what they were taking,
Mhm.
and also I was also a ROMAD, which meant I had to be with the radio operating system. So to
Oh
make sure,
wow.
yeah. So
Well, inside those things, you can't really get a sense of how big it is until you get inside one in person. And I always
oh
told
yeah,
people if the military ever goes out of business, we could buy one of those C5s and we could start like a rock concert or something in it and then have the plane take off when the concert gets going, or have like a mid-air basketball game or something. Thought that'd be kind of funny.
yeah. Those things are huge. I mean,
I think you
and
can
I got
park
to fly
about 16 Greyhound buses in one or something like that. It's
just
crazy.
about. They're huge. They're just unbelievable. I remember the first time I got to fly, and they let me fly up in the cockpit area, right up in the cockpit area the
Oh, that
first
was
time.
cool.
Man, you don't know what it's like when you're rolling down that runway and looks like a 22-story building, and you're thinking this thing is never getting off the ground. We're all going to die at the end of the runway. That's just all there is to it. This thing is not going to fly. And then slowly but surely, yeah, the C5 Galaxies. Yes, exactly, W.G. Brown.
Yeah, I'm talking about it looks like it's not going to take off, and I'm thinking, hit the brakes, but somehow that just takes off.
When you're sitting up, when you're up there in that crew section, I mean, they've got full crew quarters up there too. You know, they got bunks up there to rotate the crews, you know, and stuff. But yeah, when you're sitting up there and you're looking out that window as it's rolling down that runway, you're going, there is no way this thing flies. You know, you've seen it land.
Yeah.
But you just can't imagine when you're in it that it's actually going. I thought they were taxiing. I said, when you get up to airspeed, they said, we're getting there.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's definitely one for a pucker factor, is what I like to call it. Pucker factor 9.5.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. I'm thinking about 11 or 12 personally.
You're going inverted, man.
Yeah, I think that's. I'm pretty sure that's where my hemorrhoids started. I was sitting riding in that thing and puckering up so tight.
Oh yeah, I'll bet it did, man.
TMI guys, I know.
Yeah. Did you know that the F-111 fighter bomber actually had ashtrays? The pilot and the co-pilot, or bombardier, or whatever the other guy is, they sit beside each other in that unit, and there's actual ashtrays in the airplane. And I was thinking, man, they got to smoke because they had to fly some really long missions, so they put ashtrays in there for those guys.
Yeah, that whole cockpit was basically the same. It was very similar to the cockpit design that was in the Gemini spacecraft. I actually, when I went through load school, weapons school, you saw one landing in Osan? Yeah. Artco, he said? Yeah.
Oh, wow. Osan, Korea. Man, you wanted to go to Osan, not Kunsan. Everybody
not Kunsan.
Nobody
wants to go to Kunsan.
Nobody wants to go there.
Yeah. That and Minot, North Dakota, the two most
God, man. One of my old roommates got stationed there, and I thought, man, he must have really done something bad.
Where's that, Minot?
Okay, Mel said he's got a clip that he's got queued up that he's going to put on here for you guys.
Okay, all right.
Check this out.
Oh.
This is a bridge that I shot after I left Austin the other day.
Okay, so he left Austin the other day and saw this bridge that was out and filmed this bridge. And it definitely, if that don't look sketch, I don't know what does. I wonder how many people go, I think I could make that.
It's got barricades on it.
Oh, okay, it's barricaded, he says.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
I wonder what caused that to collapse. Yeah, that's an awesome.
Oh, that's a manual orbit, man. That's not no, that's all stick work. Yeah, there's the command center way back there in the back.
Yeah.
Man, that's some good stick skills, Mel.
Yes,
wow,
definitely.
That is amazing. Every time I see that bird, I want to get one. My wife's going to be really mad.
Which one was he? Which one did you fly with that, Mel?
Which one was that, the Zoom or the Pro? He said it was with Zoom.
The Zoom? Yeah.
Man, that Zoom has got a great camera. The Pro is good, but that Zoom is nothing to sneeze at, though.
Well.
Oh, yeah, Zoom's got a better camera, he said, than the Pro does. I thought it was the other way around, but it's supposed to be the other way around, he says, but yeah.
It's supposed to be for the price difference, but I think the difference is the way that Zoom works. And
it's beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful footage.
Yeah.
Man, that's
So gorgeous. Did you guys get any flying in today? Did he get there in time for you to do any flying yet?
Actually, I flew a little bit and got a couple of sunset pictures, but he didn't quite beat the sun. He was trying to get in town and get hooked up, and we've been messing with his computer trying to get these headsets working for about 45 minutes on that. So we finally just bit the bullet, and the show must go on. So we got it queued up here for one headset, but that's all right.
Yeah. Okay, here's another one, guys. I guess the same bridge.
Yeah, it's the same bridge.
Austin, after SPINUP. Yeah.
Pullback shot. Nice.
This is Yeah, this is what they call a dolly zoom, I think, in the
Oh,
technical
wow.
point. That's what's called a dolly zoom,
That is
in which you're
cool.
yeah, is when you're flying backwards I, and he's trying to keep everything stays in proportion. That may not be it, but it's a dolly move.
That is
But I can guarantee you, Mel probably
beautiful.
shot this using the stick rather than all the fancy stuff that comes with it. You
Yeah,
know?
man, that is beautiful. That
Yeah,
how fast
yeah.
does that unit go? I mean, it definitely looks like it moves pretty fast, just just in regular default mode. Does anybody
You'd
know?
have to ask Mel because Mel would know. Ask him how fast that thing flies.
Yeah, how fast is that thing, Mel? Just 30 miles an hour, man. That's fast for just
Yeah,
regular.
yeah,
It's beautiful though, man. That thing has got
yeah.
some gorgeous view. I gotta have one, but I know
Then
Mrs.
guys, I'm sorry.
Tater is gonna make me a mashed tater if I buy one. So if y'all don't hear from me,
Because you went ahead and bought it anyways, right?
I bought it anyway. So I might be living in your shed there, Lloyd, or have to hook up with
Okay.
Mel here, bunk in the command
Well,
center.
you can yeah, you could do that or catch you right up here and stay in my cabin up there. As long
Hey,
as the
there we
electric
go.
is working, you're good. You know.
Yeah, as long as we got internet, I'm good to go. I can work from anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there you go. See, that's the reason I'm not up there more often is because I lose I'm using my cell phone and it just sucks until I can. I'm hoping this spring to get them to put internet in up there so I can uh, start streaming from up there.
Wow, Philly Drone.
God, I apologize. I keep you on
Oh, Michael's in here. I just noticed that Michael said it does 45 miles an hour in sports mode, and
in sports mode.
help
Yeah,
at home 44.7. So that is not anything to sneeze at for a unit that's that small. I mean, that is hauling the mail.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I know Michael's got some beautiful footage I've been watching of him shooting Philly sunrises and stuff, and it's beautiful, man. That camera's amazing. All right, I'm going to put Mel
Okay,
back
so
on here, guys. I appreciate you giving me a few minutes to talk, and I hope I didn't bore you to death. And anyway, I appreciate you having me on here, and I'm in the chat windows here, so if you guys want to talk, just hit me up.
and And Mark, before you go, I want to thank you again for co-hosting with me on Monday night. That was a lot of fun, and I really appreciated it.
Man, we'll have
And
to do that again soon for sure.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm kind of picking out several of the guys that that I'm going to because unlike Mel, I can't have two or three callers, and I can I can only have one. So,
Well, that's okay.
uh, but but I that way I can have. But I'm going to try and get several of the other guys in. But
Yeah, that. Well, I got some pretty funny stories down here that I'm gonna probably put on my channel there that I'll tell you. I've got a book that people keep telling me to publish, and of a bunch of funny stories of hunting and stuff that I'll have to sit down and tell y'all. You won't believe some of the stuff we get up to.
oh, I can imagine. I know the kind of stuff I used to get in trouble with. That's why I quit hunting. I was getting too for myself.
Oh yeah. But anyway, I've had. I can't believe the internet's actually working as good as it is out here. Considering that we didn't think when we did a speed test on this thing, it wasn't looking really good. And then when the stream playback started, it actually turned out pretty good. So I'm really impressed that it picked up something somewhere.
Yeah,
But
it seems
anyway,
to be doing it. I'm watching the stream and it's looking pretty good. So,
yeah, it
yeah,
is.
I said, Michael said, don't forget that not only is Help at Home a good cook, Jim, but
Yeah,
he's also a good drone pilot too,
dang sure
because he does
is,
drone
man.
videos too. Yeah,
I've been watching him, and I was thinking he was going to go over to his parents' house and just land,
right.
But he never did. I was like, well, I kept expecting him to do that, but that's really cool to be able to live close enough to where you can do that. My dad lives about 45 miles away, so we would have to definitely rechange the batteries a few times on that trip.
Yeah, exactly. So,
All right, guys, here's
so
Mel. Come back at you.
yeah, it's good talking to you, Mark.
Hey everybody, hey, I'm back. Showing up like a bad penny. Lloyd, are you there?
I'm here. Did you mute me?
Nope, I can hear you.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
That,
I was just adjusting my pop out chat so that I could see it a
oh,
little bit and still
gotcha.
keep up.
Um, I got a clip that I want to share from day 2 at the lake of Sean Oz riding one of them electric skateboards, and I was doing a manual follow on him. I was flying to track him, and he had that thing just cooking. I mean, it was flat moving. And what have I done? I hit the wrong daggum button, didn't I? I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Let me try this. And then I got to do this, and then I got to turn this back on so you don't go muted. Check this
All
out,
right. There we go.
everybody. This is Sean Oz riding one of them electric skateboards, and he is just flat getting it. Oh, we just started lagging just a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. That's still looking pretty good from my side of things. So.
And sorry about the video quality, guys. I know it's not broadcasting very high, but I'm lucky to be broadcasting it all right here. Oh, it says 14.4. Oh my God, that's brutal. Maybe I can step it up to 360 and in the view mode and see it. And maybe I can't.
It's looking.
Oh, wait,
It's,
no, there it goes. It's trying.
You know, I know Oz is, and I know I've seen his stuff, but I'm trying to think about. I need to go check him out because I'm not sure I'm subscribed to him.
Well, you need to be. He does some really cool flying out in Colorado.
Oh yeah, I do because I know Artco lives in Colorado. I think I am subscribed to him because I think I remember talking with him.
And there's Brian. Brian from Sky Stories Video just went whizzing by him. They were trying to race, and it didn't work out so good. Brian's battery was going dead. So, anyway, that was kind of fun.
That's some cool shadowing from the drone down there. Were you flying the zoom on this one too?
Yep, flying the zoom.
Yeah, yeah.
In fact, you can see the shadow of it there on the ground. And Billy Kyle's flying a Mavic Pro doing the same thing. I was at like 50 feet or something, and Billy was at like 30 feet, and we're both trailing Sean Oz. So that was kind of interesting.
A remote, like a remote control that they use to
yeah, they carry a remote in their hand that controls the speed. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's just another little short clip from day 2 at the lake. But
Drone Obsessed is in here. Hey, guy. He said you guys had fun flying drones and riding skateboards.
Jerry Calverley, Drone Obsessed. Yes, we had a great time flying that day. I need to get some video. Yeah, that's Jerry Calverley.
Why did I not know that? God, I'm forgetting stuff. I'm getting old, man.
Are you getting old? I got to tell you guys a story about Jerry. Kelly broke out one of those VTOLs. You know what that is?
Vertical takeoff and landing?
Yes. So it's a styrofoam wing. It's got twin engines with opposing propellers, and you're supposed to set it on its tail and take off like a drone and then switch into flight mode and go flying. Well, it had broke props. The one end of each prop was all boogered up. So it just didn't quite have enough oomph to get it off the ground. So we decided to hand launch it. Kelly had it in his hand, he had the controller, and he says, "Every time I've tried to fly it, I've crashed it. Has anybody here flown an airplane?" And I was like, yeah, that's what I started on, was fixed wing airplanes. So we hand launched this thing. We couldn't get it to take off because of the props. We hand launched it, and I flew the daylights out of that thing till I crashed it. Now, I flew it for about 5 minutes, and then I put it in sport mode and tried to do aerobatics with it, and it promptly aerobaticked itself right into the ground.
Yeah, got a little too confident there, didn't you?
Just a little bit, you know. It was like, hey, y'all, watch this.
Yeah, it's like, here, hold my.
Yeah, exactly. So
watch what I'm going to. Yeah, every time a red watch this, you better watch out.
We inspected it, and it had a little bit of damage. The battery cover is a long, thin strip of foam, about that wide and about that long, and it broke in half on that crash. Well, I hunted around and found a popsicle stick. Jerry got out some two-sided tape, and he taped it to the inside of this now two-piece battery cover, and we made a splint for the battery cover. We lost one of the motors. The ESCs were just flopping in the wind because we didn't have the cowlings on the motors. He taped those down with two-sided tape, put the cowlings on and everything, and then one of the props was rubbing on a cowling, so the motor was out of adjustment. Then we couldn't get a motor to fire up. So he took this thing back apart and started fussing with it. And you ain't gonna believe what this guy done, Lloyd. Now, I'm talking about Jerry Calverley, the school teacher.
Right. The school teacher, yeah.
Yeah. He broke out his toolbox, grabbed a Ryobi 18 or 19 volt battery, snapped this fitting on the battery that he made with two leads coming off of it to a battery connector, plugged in his soldering iron, and soldered the ground wire back on the motor right there at the picnic table out in the field.
Well, he's probably used to doing that because he runs that drone appreciation thing, you know.
Well, at the school, yeah, he's a school teacher with all the kids.
Yeah.
I was blown away at what this guy could do out in the field. It was Jerry, absolutely amazing, buddy, and I told you that day, and I'll tell you again now. That was phenomenal. I got to go look at chat now. I got to see what. I'm going to give Jerry. I'm going to let you post some links. You got a blue name now, so that you can post links in the chat.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it was absolutely phenomenal.
Well, awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, and I know why I did not know that he was his call sign was Drone Obsessed. I don't know, because I know who he is, and maybe I just okay. Now he can post some links. Hopefully, he's got some videos and stuff like that. And
yeah, I imagine he's got some stuff that would be interesting to see. Yeah, Jerry MacGyver, no doubt. It was absolutely amazing. It was just amazing. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that, buddy.
If you guys aren't subscribed to him, and I am subscribed to him. I thought I was. Okay, good. I don't feel quite as bad. That's terrible, because I know who he is, and because I've seen him on Ken's show so many times, and
yep.
You know. Okay, well, that's good. I just about clicked something I don't want to click.
Took the kids out to fly today. Did you have fun, Jerry, with that? I bet taking the kids out to fly is a real hoot. And how about Ken Herron? You know, that guy, I don't know how he done this, but he did it. What do you mean your screen name just changed? Yeah, it's blue. Now you can put links in the chat there, Jerry. Excuse me. Ken Herron did his show live Thursday night. Wrapped that up. Finished packing up what little bit he didn't already have packed in his car, and then that night drove to Dallas. The next day he did a presentation for Jerry's class. And then Saturday morning, he was at SPINUP down in Austin, down there in Round Rock. Sunday morning, he drove back home.
Oh, wow.
He's a crazy man. No, he's not asleep. Yesterday I talked to him on Skype. Yeah. I visited Jeff Sills.
Oh, because DroneSpinUp says Jerry, you went by the name Jerry Calverley, didn't you, before? And that's okay.
I don't know how he did anything at the school because yeah.
Okay, that's why I didn't recognize. I'd seen the name DroneSpinUp says come on a couple of times, and I didn't recognize it. It's because he changed it Calverley to. And notice, Jerry, I was able to say Calverley several times, and not stumble over it like Ken. It doesn't mean next time I'm not going to screw it up, but I at least didn't mess it up this time.
our luck might be running thin, Lloyd. Your audio's cracking just a little bit.
Uh-oh.
But you know
Yeah,
what? We've
it
been
looks
on
like
an
it's
hour
starting.
anyway. We've been on an
Yes,
hour.
yes.
Hey, gang, I tell you what. Yeah, Artco, roger that. I talked to Jeff this afternoon, and the gimbal for the Mavic is ordered. So, it's the gimbal will be in a couple of weeks. He's got some other parts that'll be coming in a couple days. I'm gonna bet that he'll have that thing ready to fly by Christmas. He may not have the gimbal put together on it, but I think he'll be able to test fly it by Christmas. But anyway, thank you everyone for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a subscriber to my channel and all the support and donations. It really helps. This trip to SPINUP has been quite costly. Between the actual cost of the trip and a couple of donations I made along the way. I gave Jeff a hat and a couple of coffee mugs and a bunch of ink pens and a couple of mouse pads, and that man has 5 children, y'all. I don't know. I feel sorry for the guy. He's got 5 kids, but he stays busy and he keeps everything rolling down there. So I gave him and his wife and each one of the kids a T-shirt, and kind of like those ones I gave you and Miss Judy, Lloyd.
Yes, and thank you.
I gave him T-shirts like that.
Yeah.
And
Right.
So he gave me a new gimbal cover for my Mavic that is so now I got the one piece that holds that camera in place instead of the 2-piece one. So that's pretty cool. So I'm pretty happy about that. But anyway, everybody watching the channel, seriously, thank you so much for being part of the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting the channel. Everything y'all do, it really helps me out a lot. And don't forget, when I hit that 1,000 mark, I've got a Zhiyun Smooth Q handheld gimbal to give away. I'm up near 600 now. You guys need to share my videos, man. You need to help me get more subscribers, because somebody's going to win that gimbal, and I'll give that away at 1,000.
Well, I can tell you one thing: those gimbals are a nice thing to have after using using the one I have. And when you guys were here, that was the first time I'd really used it. And man, I'm starting to reach for that thing every time I turn around, thinking, oh, I can film with this, you know.
Well,
they make a world of difference.
I'm gonna have to now replace my phone. I'm gonna have to give up my LG. Good friend to have, brother. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you, Rick. That's way cool, buddy. Yeah, tonight we're broadcasting live from
Monroe, Louisiana.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Monroe, Louisiana. Where am I at? I'm at Joey's.
I knew what happened.
I'm at Joey's Moon Lake RV Park, by God. And I don't know what it looks
Moon
like
Lake or
because I got here and
Moonshine?
it was dark. What's that, Lloyd?
Is it Moon Lake or Moonshine RV Park?
Well, talking to Joey, it might be Moonshine RV Park. I don't know. Yeah. Joey took my $30 for my space rental, and he said, oh, I'm going to go get me some whiskey, by God. And away he went. But back to the end of the show. Brian, drive safe the rest of the way home. You going to make it the rest of the way tonight? I know you still probably got, 300 miles to go, maybe. But, well, maybe not. Maybe you're down around 150 or 200. You might be getting close. Drive safe going home. Everybody, thank you again very much. I really mean it. Thank you so very much for all your support and help for the channel. And remember, at 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away that Smooth Q gimbal. And that's a real nice gimbal. I used it at SPINUP, and I did a lot of video with my phone, which is why I know. What the? Why I know? Yeah. Lloyd, don't you say a word. I'll mute you. I swear. Why I now know that I need to upgrade my phone, because even though the LG G5 has great cameras on it, the video that I shot at SPINUP with the gimbal indoors was just really grainy and dirty. It was terrible. I mean, it's usable, but barely. So anyway, I'm going to be looking for a new phone when I get home. But thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. I really do. Brian, drive safe. Everybody have a good one. Remember, down there, where am I pointing at? What am I pointing at? Yeah, yeah, over there, that subscribe button. I think it's over there. Hell, maybe it's over there. I don't know where it's at. Lloyd, where is it at? It's on that side. It's on that side, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Lloyd. How about a high five? The other way.
Oop.
There you go. The other way.
Other way. Oop. The other
Use
hand.
your left hand. There you go. All right.
There we go. God, this is. Now see, I'm out of frame now. There we go. There we go.
Okay, you ready? Boom.
Yeah.
There it is.
Boom.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Good night.
All right, guys.
Safe flying.
See you next time.
We'll see you next week. Bye-bye for now.